Hi, I'm Chloe from calmeryou.com, and in this video I'm talking about how to stop worrying about something. Now, worry is extremely common. Almost any human being will have had the experience of worrying. And maybe you worry to a small extent, or maybe you're somebody that worries to such an extent that it really eats into your happiness, your freedom, and prevents you from relaxing and enjoying the moment. Now, one really important thing to remember about worry is that it doesn't actually serve a purpose 99% of the time. Because when we're in a very worried state of mind, a very negative state of mind, we're caught up in having all of those often very circular, repetitive, worried thoughts. We're not in that space of creativity and calmness and mental clarity that is most effective for helping us to solve our problems. So often the sort of worrying that we're doing is preventing us from doing what we really want, which is to have that clarity and being able to tune in to our own inner resources and inner wisdom to solve our problems. So getting into that cycle of worry is not an effective way to solve problems. Another really important thing to remember is that worry is actually a habit, and often we'll take on board that worrying habit perhaps as a response to going through a very stressful experience, and it's our way of trying to cope with that. Sometimes we might have copied worrying from somebody in our family. So if you had a mother or father that used to worry about things a lot, we might copy that from a very young age, thinking that if we worry about things, that is the correct way of coping with things. Or maybe you started worry for another reason. But one of the key things I want you to bear in mind is that worry is a habit. And you weren't born a worrier, so it's something that you can unlearn. And I'm going to show you a technique in this video to start to unlearn that worrying habit. So first of all, I just want you to bring to mind a typical worry that you might have had in the past, or something that you're worried about at the moment. So it could be a worry about money, it might be a worry about your appearance, it might be a work worry, whatever it is. I just want you to bring it to mind now and just start to think about that in the old way that you perhaps used to worry about things in the past, or perhaps that you have worried about things in the past. So just starting to think about that now. Stop. Okay, so what we've done there is to interrupt the pattern and the habit of worry. So the next time that you find yourself going down the rabbit hole of worry and negative thoughts and what ifs and all that sort of thing, as soon as you realize that you're doing that, I want you to say to yourself really loudly and firmly, stop. Now, whether you clap your hands or not is up to you. You probably don't want to do that if you're on the train or the bus, but maybe you imagine in your mind a big red stop sign as you tell yourself stop, as soon as you notice that you're starting down a worried train of thoughts. Because as you remember, worrying is not a helpful way of helping us to feel better or solve our problems. And the best thing that you can do is actually just to drop that worry, especially if it's one of those circular worries, repetitive worries that we have over and over again and don't actually get anywhere with. So other people like to get a little elastic band around their wrist, and as soon as they notice themselves worrying, they ping the elastic band, and it has a similar effect of trying to break that cycle of worrying. It's a pattern interrupt, and it can be quite effective. So give this a try. Tell yourself stop as soon as you start to notice yourself going down the rabbit hole of worry. So I'd love to know in the comments any tips that you have for stopping worrying, things that you've tried that have worked for you in the past. I'd love for you to share that with us in the comments. Please subscribe to this video and visit me at calmeryou.com, and I'll see you really soon. Take care.